Hello and welcome to another Performer of the Month. And it's the end of 2021's. I can't believe it. We tried this new thing where we're doing them via videos, and I can't believe we have done 12. Thank you so much for watching these. It's been great fun. I hope you've enjoyed this format as well, so we can continue with these. I was about to say next year, but it's actually this year. Happy New Year! It's 2022, and stick around because we have some important news at the end of this video as well. So let's get straight into it. Let's take a look at our Performer of the Months for December, and as always, we start with the staff, and our first nominee is, there we go, Danielle Henney as Lan Mandragoran. I'm hoping I'm saying his name right, from The Wheel of Time, Season 1, Episode 5. And Luana has said, Daniel is killing it in this role. Over the course of this episode alone, he went through so much, from being there for his friend, to then having to mourn him, but also having to contend with the idea that he might lose Moiraine someday. Also beautifully done. So well done to Daniel on that nomination from the staff. Next up, it's the one that I voted for. It has no influence on the winner, by the way, but you know, I still voted for them because I'm absolutely in love with this character, and it is Florence Pugh is Yelena Belova from Hawkeye from episode 6. And Amy has shared the following. Florence has only been in Black Widow movie and 3 episodes of Hawkeye so far during her tenure with the MCU, yet the impact she's already had on the franchise has been profound. The showdown on the ice was not only an impressive display of how athletic Florence is, but also a beautiful display of her expansive emotional range. Seeing Florence transition Yelena between grieving sister and fierce assassin was unforgettable. Her performance opposite Renner hit all the right notes, but she also delivered equally impactful scenes opposite Hailee Steinfeld. In the single episode, her prowess for sarcastic humour, action and deeply emotion was displayed, and she shone brightly. Great things are in store for this immensely gifted actress, who is certainly deserving of recognition. And I've got to say, I absolutely loved her in Hawkeye. It's just the sarcasm. It's just absolutely brilliant. Not that I am biased at all. But next up, we have her co-star, but not as Kate Bishop. We actually have Hailee Steinfeld as Emily Dickinson from Season 3, Episode 9. And again, Amy has shared, this penultimate episode allowed Hailee to showcase her range from the command and performance she delivered during the Dickinson sibling meeting to the fun outing during the farewell party, and finally the central ending with Sue. It is that final encounter between Sue and Emily that provided Hailee with her most memorable moment of the episode. She was given one final opportunity to display her impeccable chemistry with co-star Ella Hunt as they bid a tender and loving farewell to Emily and Sue's poetic love story. If 2021 taught us anything, it's that Hailee Steinfeld hasn't even hit her peak yet, and there's really no limit to what she can accomplish. Totally agree. Absolutely love Hailee as well. She's been absolutely brilliant in 2021, and hopefully it'll continue to show. And next up, her co-star, but this time back from Hawkeye. We have 3 Hawkeye stars in the staff choice, but only 2 of them for Hawkeye. How crazy is that? But next up, we have Jeremy Renner as Clint Barton from Hawkeye, but this time episode 4. And DJ Ritter has said this was one of the penultimate episodes for Jeremy Renner's interpretation of Clint Barton. Like he had truly only done just to 2 other women in his life, he opened up to Kate. Seeing the pain and guilt he carried when he explained about losing Natasha and how it still haunted him was some of Renner's finest moments in the series. And I think some of his finest moments in the MCU are in the scene where poor Black Widow went. But yeah, and that was the real sound effects from the film as well, guys. And finally, on the staff vote, we have Rosamund Pike as Moiraine Damodred from The Wheel of Time, Season 1, Episode 6. And Luana has kindly said that Rosamund as Moiraine is simply mesmerising, and this episode was all about her. From seeing her deal with Edmund's Field 5 and L'Oreal, to her dealings with her fellow Aes Sedai, I'm totally saying all these wrongs, I just know it. I know it. And her encounter in private with Sayuan, where she gets to be truly vulnerable. She commands the screen and gives us exactly what we need in every single scene. And let's not forget the sass, it was absolutely brilliant. Well done to all our nominees. Feel free to give me abuse in the comments for saying all of those names wrong. If you want to put them in phonetics, feel free. Maybe I need to watch this show. I know what I'm watching this weekend. I'm going to watch some Wheel of Time. But that's the staff votes. But before we reveal the winners, we need to move on to your votes. So let's take a look at some of the readers, and you might see some familiar names. Because again, we have Danielle back for the same character from the Wheel of Time and the same episode. But Becky has shared their thoughts and have kindly said, Danielle Henney does a magnificent job of breathing new life into a famously stoic character. His performance is nuanced and immediately endears land to the audience. In this episode, he's a brother-in-arms to Stepan, grieving the loss of his Aes Sedai. Henney delivers a rarely televised display of male emotional support in a quietly powerful way, moving on to a visceral. Wow, I'm really terrible with words today. And heart-grabbing display of grief. You really feel like the character has dropped his emotional guard and is allowing this through. So well done to Danielle for 2 nominations from both staff and from readers. Next up from The Flash, we have Danielle Panabaker as Caitlin Stowe, or Killer Frost, from The Flash Season 8, Episode 5. And Karen has shared, Danielle's performance is simply wonderful as it perfectly conveys all the pain and anger that Caitlin has felt all these years towards Thorne, and also shows us a new, tougher side of Kate that not many of us knew. So well done to Danielle. Thank you, Karen, for your statement. Next up, we have another nominee that you will recognise the name. And again, we have Florence Pugh back as Yelena for episode 6 as well. And Elise has said, Florence is a tour de force, and this episode showcases all of her amazing skills and range as an actor. The interplay between her and Kate is fantastic, and her comedic timing is spot on. The most impressive part of her performance in this episode is the heartbreaking climax scene between her and Clint. When she realises that Natasha actually loved her and cared about her, the emotion and sadness on her face says it all, and you realise that in spite of everything she's been through, she's still just a little girl who misses her sister. Totally agree with you there. And next up, we have Hailee Steinfeld, but this time actually from Hawkeye. Yeah, we have Hailee as Kate Bishop from Hawkeye episode 5. We've had episode 4, episode 5, and episode 6 of Hawkeye covered now. It's amazing. Brilliant show. Ivan has kindly said that Hailee was perfect in this episode. The scene she shared with Florence showed her mastery over emotions. She showed Kate's strength as a character while also being extremely afraid Yelena was going to hurt her. That's not always easy to convey, but this was an easy feat for someone as talented as Hailee. So yeah, Hawkeye is dominated this month, and rightly so, I'm going to say. And the other show that has dominated this month and dominated November, by the way, is The Wheel of Time. And again, we have Rosamund Pike from episode 6. And Becky has kindly shared their thoughts again. And I know I'm going to say these names wrong. Let's see how many I get right this time. Rosamund is a force to be reckoned with, giving Moiraine a tight-lipped and often unemotional character. The depth and emotion she deserves while retaining the aloof aura of an Aes Sedai. Rosamund gives a hugely impressive performance in this episode, giving us a strong yet vulnerable Moiraine as she faces loss, her new charges, sister, and her lover. So I believe that is all of our nominees for December. And now the bit that is important, and it's going to be important for the announcement after this. We need to announce our winners. And as always, we start with the staff winner. And you know what? I'm over the moon with this one because this is my vote. It was Florence Pugh as Yelena. She was absolutely brilliant in Hawkeye. So well done to Florence. Over the moon with that one. And the staff agreed. And our reader winner is, and I'm just going to put it on screen, it is Florence Pugh again. The readers have agreed with the staff. For the first time this year, we have a double winner, and we have Florence Pugh as Yelena from Hawkeye as the winner for staff and for readers for December. First time this year we've had a double winner. It's amazing. And what a way to end 2021. But I say that's how we're going to end 2021 because tomorrow, well, today's date is the 7th, but tomorrow a very important vote goes live on the site, and that is Performer of the Year. That's where all 12 staff winners will be pitted against each other for the staff vote, and all of the 12 reader nominees will be pitted against each other for the year winner, and you guys get to decide the reader winner. So watch out on Spoiler TV tomorrow on the 8th of January, and that will be your opportunity to pick the overall winner for 2021, and we'll give you the results a few days after, and I can't wait to see who's going to win. I am honestly mixed on who I want to win for the staff. You know, it's been an absolutely amazing year. We hope you've enjoyed the year as well, and we hope you've enjoyed your 2021 Performer of the Month nominee and winner videos. But thanks for watching. Hope you have had a great new year, and we look forward to seeing your votes for the winner of 2021. Bye for now, guys.